Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you're able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. So where are we? So let me type this like your Fox Agile, and in the search results, I'll open these articles. Yes, this is the one. So we are going through the different SDLC models. As part of manual testing, I'm covering different SDLC models. Before I hit the Agile SDLC model, I'm covering different SDLC models for you. Fine. We completed the waterfall model, prototyping model, incremental iterative model, and also spiral model I covered. And also, we are in the V model today. Okay. We are in the V model. V model is also an important SDLC model, guys. Okay. I got a chance to work in V model in one of the projects. It's a very good model. Let me cover about V model. So before I start covering about the V model, in the previous session, I covered the difference between the verification and validation. If you remember, right? I explained the difference between the verification and validation. This is the first thing that you have to know. So V model means a combination of, okay, what is the full form of the V model? What is the full form of V model actually? Go to ChatGPT and all and type here V model, V SDLC model. Okay, I'll just search like this and you'll get all the details of the V model. In the V model, V stands for verification and validation. Okay. V stands for verification and validation model. Okay. V model stands for verification and validation model. This is the first thing that you need to understand. Okay. So here V model is equal to verification and verification and validation model. This is what is a V model all about. Okay. V model is nothing but so verification and validation. I already covered what is verification, what is validation in the previous session. Now V model is equal to verification and validation model. Okay. So how does a V model look like? V model looks like a V, guys. Okay. If I have to draw at a high level, the V model looks like a V. On the left side of the V, what will be done? Verification will be done. Okay. On the right side of the V, what will be done? Validation will be done. Okay. As part of this V model, I'm going to cover a lot of concepts for you guys. Okay. As part of this V model, I'm going to cover a lot of concepts for you. Okay. As part of this V model, I'm going to cover a lot of concepts for you. What are the different concepts I'm going to cover now? Okay. So here, yeah, come here and simply say V SDLC model. I'll Google search for this and I'll go to the images and, I'll just open this image, guys. One of the image I'll open. Okay. This is a V model. Okay. I don't know whether okay. This is enough, right? This is okay. This side verification will be there. This side validation will be there. So on the side of the verification, we are going to check the BRS document, SRS document. We are going to see if there are any mistakes while creating the BRS document. After creating the BRS document, are there any mistakes in the BRS document? Okay. We have to identify. Are there any mistakes in the SRS document? As part of system analysis, what will come out? As part of requirement gathering, what will come out? Which document will come out as part of requirement gathering, guys? As part of requirement gathering, which document will come out? BRS document. Okay. Are there any mistakes in the BRS document? Okay. If there are no mistakes in the BRS document, the requirements will be good. Correct product will be created, right? Similarly, by going through the requirement, the development team will analyze the requirements and as part of system analysis and whatever it may be, they will create a document known as SRS document. Okay. Anyone know what is SRS document? Okay. Anyone know what is SRS? BRS document will have the requirements which are gathered, right? The collected requirements which are gathered as for the product that will be created, right? BRS document will have. What does SRS will have then? What does SRS will have? Software requirements, yes. Technical requirements, right? Technical requirements, yes. Technical requirements will be there in the SRS document, okay? So BRS, I'll write, sorry, I'll simply write here BRS versus SRS, okay? You'll get all the information here, okay? So BRS will have the business requirements. Here, software requirements, or technical software technical requirements. Okay, for implementing work, for creating a, for developing a, for building a software using these requirements, what are required, what need to be in place, will be there in the SRS document. Okay, who will be preparing this SRS document, guys? Who will be preparing BRS document? Who will be preparing the BRS document in real time? BRS, BA, business analyst. Okay, business team or business analyst will create the BRS document. Who will be creating SRS document then? Developers, right? Yeah, architects, developers, whatever you call. Okay. So somehow it was not coming. So just refreshed it. New chat. I'll retry, I'll say. Maybe it will come this time. Okay. Okay. So it's giving me a different answer. That's okay. I'll just delete this and ask it in a better way. Prompt is not good. BRS, business requirements, specifications versus SRS. Okay, you'll get all the answers of SRS. System requirement specification. Okay, system requirements. SRS stands for system requirement specifications. BRS stands for business requirement specification. Business requirements will be there in this BRS document. In the SRS document, okay, technical aspects. Okay, technical aspects, architecture of the application that need to be created based on these requirements, what type of architecture need to be followed. Okay, what are the technical things that need to be followed, which tools we have to use. Okay, which technologies we have to use, how many developers are required, what type of skills are required for developing this kind of software, and all those things will be there documented by the developers in the technical team in the SRS document. Okay, you see architects, developers, even testing team also can be there, but the major people who will be creating the SRS document is this kind of people. Developers, engineers, and architect will create the SRS document. Maybe testing team can be part of that in some companies. That's okay. Okay, how to build the software? What to be built will be, okay, what should be there in the software that we are going to build is BRS. Okay, what to be built is BRS. How it should be built is SRS. Okay, how? You see, I want a 5 floors building. Okay, I want a 5 floors building with so and so color, and this is a requirement. But how to build it? Technically, how to build the building? We have to put some cement, bricks, we have to fix some iron rods. That is a technique. How to do it is SRS. The building process is SRS. Okay, what is needed is BRS, and how it can be implemented, how the building can be built is SRS. What type of building is required? Okay, what is the design of the building that is required is BRS. How to actually build it, what is required for building it is SRS. Okay, the implementation plan for constructing a building is SRS, for example. Okay, here in case of the building you have to put software, right? What are the what requirements the software should actually, okay, meet, and how these requirements can be built while developing the software, what technical stuff is required. Okay, what type of requirements, technical requirements, data, what type of data is required, what is architecture or design required. Okay, interfaces, what type of interfaces need to create, like hardware, software limitations. Okay, performance wise, how many machines may be required, where you are going to store the data. Okay, any third party tools this particular software need to be integrated with. All these things will be documented in a SRS document. Okay, all these things will be documented in a SRS document. Technical aspects which are required for building the software will be generally documented in a SRS document. Okay, so that's what is the BRS and SRS document. Here, as part of the V model, here after requirement gathering, BRS document will come. Are there any mistakes in the BRS document? Testing whether are there any problems, are there any mistakes in the BRS document is verification, right? We are verifying the documents. Okay, if these documents are having the correct requirements, correct software will be developed. That type of testing is called as verification testing. Okay, system analysis. As part of system analysis, SRS document will be created, and checking whether are there any mistakes in the SRS document is called as verification again. That kind of testing is also verification. Okay, then design phase will come. After the requirements system analysis and all those stuff, design phase will come. In the design phase, what will be done? High level designs, lower level designs, prototypes, okay, wireframes, everything will be created here. Are the proper designs, wireframes, high level designs, low level designs are created are designed by the team or not, technical team or not? That process is called again verification. Here also we are verifying the correctness of the documents. Here we are verifying all the requirements in the BRS document are correct. Here verifying all the system specifications are correct or not. Okay, system requirement specifications are system requirement specifications, right? System requirement specifications are properly documented, correct things are there in there. Here correct designs are there or we are checking, that is also verification only. Here also designs only, okay? These designs we are checking whether the correct designs are designed by the team or not. And here in the coding also verification is there. Here after you see requirement gathering, analysis, design. Third phase is what? In SDLC, what is the third phase? Generally, in the waterfall model, if you remember, it similarly looks like a waterfall model only, right? Requirement gathering, analysis, design phase. These two are design phase. Third phase is implementation or coding phase, right? In coding phase also verification is there. To verify the code, do we have to run the code? As part of verifying the code, as part of verifying the code, okay? As part of verifying the code, do we have to run the code? Always? Not required always. Okay. We can verify this code without running the code. As part of verification, verification testing of coding, right? Here code will not be run. Code will be just verified. Without running, you are verifying whether proper syntax is written or not. Proper best practices are followed while writing the code or not. Such kind of testing is verification. Getting my point, guys? Proper coding standards are followed or not. You are not running the code and testing the application. Here, you are checking whether the code has been written in an optimized way without syntax mistakes and all. Okay, best practices are followed or not. Such kind of verification we can do on the coding part. Got it? So this side of the V model, we are doing verification, and this side of the V model, we are doing validation. That means we will run the code and perform the testing here. Okay. Okay, so here the correctness of the requirements, design and proper practices are followed in the code are being verified here. But once the code is built, we'll run the code and see whether, okay, the code that is developed is has built the application correctly or not. The application that has been built by writing this code is working correctly or not. Are the functionalities which are developed by writing the code are working fine or not? We have to check. That is validation phase. Okay, you already know what is verification, validation. I don't have to explain. Here code can be verified. At same time, code can be validated. Got it, guys? Now tell me one phase of SDLC in V model for which verification can be done and also validation can be done. What is that phase? What is one of the phase in V model where verification can be done and validation also can be done? Coding phase, guys. Coding phase. Okay, answer is coding. Here for coding phase, as you can see in the diagram, for coding phase, verification can be done. And also for coding phase, validation also can be done. This is a common one, right? For requirement gathering, analysis, BRS document, SRS document, design screens and all those stuff, prototypes, high level designs, low level designs, whatever the designs may be, only verification can be done. But for coding phase, verification can be, we can verify the code and also validate the code at the same time. It's a common thing. Okay. A lot of things are there, guys. A lot of things are there. Now, let's not worry about the validation phase for a while. Okay. We'll come to the V model again. But for a while, let's try to understand few things. Okay. Let's try to understand few things. That is verification phase. We are verifying the BRS document, SRS document, design screens, and also we are verifying the code, right? As part of verification phase. How they can be verified, I'm going to cover now. Okay. How they can be verified, I'm going to cover now. Just give me a second. Let me explain how this verification can be done. You see, there is one mind map. Let me open that mind map for a while. Okay, there are some topics that I need to cover here, guys. I'll be covering the topics for you. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So to understand how the verification is performed, you have to understand something known as static testing and dynamic testing, guys. Okay. You have to understand what is static testing and dynamic testing. Especially, you have to understand what is static testing first. For verification, you have to understand which type of testing is. For verification, we have to understand one type of testing that is called as which type of testing, that is static testing. Everyone type in the chat box static testing. Everyone type static testing in the chat box. So for verification, static testing. So to summarize the V model a bit, you see BRS document will be verified. Okay, SRS document will be verified. Okay, just try to understand. Okay, this is not the real V model, but will be as part of this left side of the V model: business requirements, requirement gathering, system analysis, design. Okay, design documents, etc., etc., and coding. Coding will be there here. Okay, that's why here designs will be coming at a high level. I'm writing. Okay, designs, and here code. Code I am writing. Okay, so all these four items can be verified. So BRS, SRS, designs, and code can be verified. So to understand this verification process, you need to understand something known as static testing. You have to understand something known as static testing also. Okay, along you already understood what is verification. Now you also have to understand verification testing in a better way. Most of the verification will be done in a static testing manner. Okay, so you'll verify the BRS document as part of verification testing. You'll cross check if there are any mistakes in the BRS document. Okay, so before developing the software, we have to see whether proper requirements are documented in the BRS document. We have to check whether proper requirements are mentioned in the SRS document. Okay, we have to see whether correct designs are created or not. Are there any mistakes in the designs? If there are any mistakes in any of this part, what will happen? A wrong product will be created, right? If you don't do the verification of these particular things, a wrong product will be created. But how this verification testing can be performed? In which type of way this verification testing of this BRS, SRS design and code will be performed? In a static testing way. This verification testing will be performed in which way? In which way this verification, in which way the verification testing can be performed, guys? Tell me, in which way the verification testing can be performed? In a static testing way. What does it mean? Static testing means what, guys? What does it mean by static testing here? Static testing means testing without running the code. Anything that you are testing without running the code is called as static testing. What is static testing, guys? Static testing means testing something without running the code is called as static testing. Testing without running the code is called as static testing. You see, if you want to cross-check whether there are any mistakes in the BRS document, if you want to cross-check whether there are any mistakes in the requirements provided in the BRS document, do we have to run the code? Just try to think and tell me, do we have to run the code for checking if there are any mistakes in the BRS document? No, right? For checking whether there are any mistakes in the SRS document, do we have to run the code? No, right? For checking whether correct designs are provided by by the technical team, do we have to run the code? The images, wireframes, and all, do we have to run them? Do we have to run the code for checking them? No, right? So you see, these are all static testing way, right? Verification testing will be performed in a static testing way. That's the reason. And here, this code also I can check without running it. As part of static way of testing the verification testing, the code also can be verified without running it to see if to see whether proper coding standards were followed while writing the code. Secure code has been written or not. Okay, code has been written in secure way or not. Performance optimized code is written or not. Okay, are there any problems in the syntax mistakes are there in the code or not? That kind of checking you don't have to run the code, right? That kind of checking of the code you don't have to run the code. So code also can be reviewed or verified, you can say. Okay, verification kind of testing can be done on the code along with these documents and design documents and all. Code also can be verified in a static testing way without running the code. This code will not be run and can be checked at the same time. Okay, so in a static testing way, it's not about only testing team will test all these things. Who said, Sarita? that only testing team will do the verification testing of this BRS, SRS designs and code. Anyone can do it. Developers also can do it. Okay. It doesn't matter. Got it right? It's you are assuming that testing team will do that testing. Okay. This verification will be done by testing team. You are thinking. It's not like that, guys. Okay. Testers and developers. Okay. According to the type of the thing you are verifying, either testers or developers. Okay. Will perform. Okay. Anyone. Okay. It can be tester, developer. Okay. Tester or developer accordingly can perform verification. Don't think that only testing team will perform the verification. This BRS document can be verified by testing team. SRS document can be verified by both testing team and development team. Together they can do that. They can work on together. Designs can be verified by the development team and testing team. Both code can be verification type of testing can be done on the code in a static testing way by the development team or testing team. Doesn't matter. It depends on what type of documents who will be testing. Don't worry. Only testing team will do the testing is not a right answer. Okay. Anyone can do that. Okay. Appropriate people will do it. But how they will perform the verification on this BRS SRS designs in a static testing way? Static testing way means what? Okay. First of all, you understood what is static testing, right? Testing without running the code is static testing. Checking the BRS document doesn't need to run the code. Checking the SRS document doesn't need to run the code. Checking the designs, correctness of the design doesn't need to run the code. And without running the code, you are checking whether proper way of writing the code has been written in the required way or not. We can do the static testing of the code also. Without running the code, we can check the code. But there are several techniques. Everyone type in the chat box. To perform this static testing, verification testing in a static testing way, there are different static testing techniques are there. What are there? Everyone type in the chat box, this one. To perform the verification testing in a static testing way, there are different type of techniques. They are static testing techniques. What are they? Static testing techniques. They're called as static testing techniques, guys. Okay. What are the different static testing techniques we have? Okay. To understand the V model, it will take time, guys. Okay. Don't be in a hurry. Okay. To understand the V model, it will take time. A lot of other concepts also I'm covering as part of the V model here. So what are the different type of static testing techniques we have? First one is static analysis. Okay. What is the first type of static testing technique here? First one is static analysis. For doing the verification testing in a static testing way without running the code, there are different type of techniques to do that. First type of technique is what? Static analysis. Okay. Static analysis, one type of static testing technique. Everyone type in the chat box whatever I'm typing here. Okay. For everyone first write down static analysis first. Static analysis. Everyone type static analysis first. Yes, static analysis is one of the static testing techniques. Using any of these techniques, we are going to verify these things. Okay, we are going to verify these things using any of these techniques. For which type of thing, static analysis kind of static testing technique to be used, I'll explain that. Don't worry. Okay, we'll come to that point. The next one is reviews. Second type of static testing techniques are what? Reviews. Reviews is a second type of static testing techniques. Reviews is the second type. Then we have, okay, reviews is the other one. Okay. Under reviews, we have different type of reviews. The major one are static analysis and reviews, guys. Okay. Static analysis and reviews are the major ones. But under reviews, there are different type of reviews. There are different type of reviews, guys. Okay. So there are different type of reviews here. What are the different type of reviews we have? First type of review is walkthrough. Walkthroughs. Walkthroughs is the first type of reviews. Okay. What is the first type of reviews we have? Okay. Under reviews, there are different way of reviewing the things. One of the way of reviewing the things is what? Walkthroughs is the first way of reviewing the things. Walkthrough is the first way of reviewing the things. Walkthroughs is the first way. Then along with that, we have something known as inspections. Okay. Another type of reviews is what? inspections. Walkthrough is one type. Second type is what? Inspections. Inspections is another type. Okay, inspections. Then what else we have? Walkthroughs are there, inspections are there. Then other remaining types are, okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just go to ChatGPT and here I'll ask it, okay, static testing techniques. Walkthroughs we already covered. Under reviews we have walkthroughs. Then we have inspections under the reviews. Static analysis is another type. Then important things only will take. Pair programming is another one. Code reviews is another one. Code reviews. Next one is what? Code reviews. Okay. Next one is what? Code reviews. Okay. Different type of reviews are there. Other type of reviews are what? Along with walkthroughs and inspection, there are other type of reviews like code reviews. Everyone type in the chat box code reviews. Code reviews is another one. Then what else we have? Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll just take this diagram. Sort of moving it to the left side or something, but it's not happening. That's okay. Okay. Just move it this side so that now I can drag this. I'll try. At least I'll try. Okay. Space constants. Okay. Just this is I'm doing because of the space constants and all. And here also, just take it up. Okay. Now it will be good. Okay, fine. Code reviews is another one. What else is there? Apart from the code reviews, walkthroughs, inspections, code reviews, we also have, don't worry about all this stuff. Pair programming is another one. Okay. Important ones are pair programming. Next one is pair programming. Pair programming. Pair programming. So these are the major ones. Okay. Just give me a second. Finalize it for you. Then we have technical reviews also. Okay. There's another one is known as technical reviews also. Along with the pair programming, we have one more type of reviews. There are different type of reviews, guys. The major ones I am listing down. Okay. If you go deep, it will be too deep. Okay. So other one is the technical reviews. Okay. The next one is the technical reviews. Technical reviews. So how to perform verification testing in a static testing way? To perform the verification testing of this BRS, SRS designs code without running the code in a static testing way, there are different techniques to be followed. These techniques are called as static testing techniques. There are different variety of techniques that I'm going to cover now. The first technique is what, guys? What is the first technique here? Static analysis. What is static analysis? What is static analysis? Static analysis will be done on the code, guys. Okay. Static analysis will be done on the code. Okay. There are some tools in the market, guys. Okay. Let me remember that tool name. static analysis tools. Okay. Sonar Cube, yes. Sonar Cube is the name of the tool. One of the tool. Lot of tools will be there in the market. One of the popular tool which can be used by developers for performing the static analysis of the code is what? Everyone type in the chat box the name of the tool. One of the popular tool that is in there in the market. That is nothing but what? Sonar Cube. Okay. So let me type Sonar Cube here. Sonar Cube is one of the popular tools in the market using which static analysis can be done. So why tools are required? To simplify the things, right? Suppose I'll give you 10,000 lines of code. Imagine I'll give you 10,000 lines of code. For every line of code, you have to do 30 checks. Getting my point, guys? Let's say I give you 10,000 lines of code, and for every line, you have to do 30 checks. Think about manual way of doing the stuff. Is it easy? 10,000 lines of code, for every line, 30 checks you have to do. One check is like whether, syntax is properly followed or not. Second check you have to do is best practice is followed, a particular best practice followed or not. Third check is like whether secured way of code has been done or not. Fourth check is like, fourth thing is best practice is followed or not. Fifth check is like, optimized code is written or not. Sixth check is like performance optimized code is written or not. Like that, 30 checks I will give you. Is it possible as a developer to go through each and every line of the code when there are 10,000 lines of code for which have been used for building the software, and each and every line of code manually you are going one by one, and 30 such kind of checks you are checking to see if there are any problems or not? Is it a good thing to do in a manual way? Tell me, guys. No, right? For that reason, different tools have come in the market which will do the same static analysis. This kind of process of checking the each and every line of the code with multiple checks to see whether proper things the code has been written in a proper way or not. We are not worried about running the code. Without running the code, we are just checking. We are reviewing the code to see proper way of writing the code has been done or not. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is you have to use this tool. It's not a free tool, guys. Okay, it's a pricing is there. You see. But trial version is there. Okay, if you want to experiment, then you can go and experiment. I don't have any code or something. You just have to create a trial account. Okay, yeah, try to create a trial account, guys. I cannot explain each and everything, right? Okay, try to create a trial account in this Sonar Cube. Okay, I'll give you this as an assignment. Okay, you guys do this as an assignment. Okay, so assignment one. Okay, assignment one is try to use Sonar Cube and do static analysis of code. Okay, who will be doing this? Developer will be doing this. Okay, how the developer will be doing this? Developer will use, let's say the company for which the developer is working, the company people have given them then the access to Sonar Cube kind of thing. To this Sonar Cube, what this company people will, this developer will do, developer will input all the code into the Sonar Cube, and Sonar Cube will, since it is a tool, right, it will be very fast. It will scan each and every line of the code in the 10,000 lines within in a span of time, and it will give you a report at the end of the thing. It will give you a report. It will give you a kind of report, guys. Okay, it will give you a report. You see, like this kind of report will be given to you. Are there any reliability issues or not? Security issues are there? Maintainability issues are any type of issues are there? Like this kind of, okay, will be there. So if you want to practically try, you see, whenever you come across such kind of tools, right, you can practice once. Okay. So also, I'll write how to use Sonar Cube. Explain in easy and step-by-step way. Okay. Download Sonar Cube. You can follow these instructions of ChatGPT, guys. Okay. Simply use this prompt. How to use Sonar Cube. So, okay. Download Sonar Cube. Download the appropriate version for the Windows or something. Install Java. Without Java, I don't think SonarCube will run on the top of the Java. SonarCube is one of the tool which runs on the top of Java. So install Java in your computer machine. Then launch the Sonar Cube, which runs on the top of Java. So before installing Sonar Cube, install Java and then download and install Sonar Cube. Then start the Sonar Cube. Navigate to the folder where you extracted Sonar Cube. Okay, and open the terminal command prompt. Okay, here you don't have to install. Simply download the Sonar Cube and extract the files. Go to the bin folder for your operating system, for example. Go to the bin folder for your operating system, for example. Okay. On Windows, run this sonar.bat or something. So a lot of things are there, and also you can access a SonarQube web interface. Go to this place, credentials. Okay. Start managing your project. Set a project in SonarQube. Create a project in SonarQube. Then choose a scanner to analyze your code. You need a scanner. The most common scanners are Sonar scanner. This one you can use. Okay. You see, all these things you have to follow step by step, guys. Okay. I even don't know how to do it. Okay. Never tried SonarQube, but maybe it's a good experience if you can do it as an assignment, guys. Okay. Try to do this as an assignment. Okay. Run the scanner. Okay. So I'll just do a Google search here. SonarQube step by step tutorial, tutorial with images for scanning code. Okay. Code analysis will be done. Is there any article? A lot of technical things will be there. Whether you want to do it or not, up to you guys. Okay. You see, they have given the interviews. You see, like this, they have given an interface. There are different ways you can connect the GitHub and can scan the code or whatever the ways are there possible. Different ways of scanning the code is there. Maybe you can watch a YouTube video also. Okay. Maybe you can find a YouTube video, guys. Okay. YouTube and simply write down SonarQube static analysis, static code analysis. If you search like this, there will be a demo. Okay, there will be one video where demo on how to use SonarQube for how to run a static code scan. Okay, using SonarQube. Okay, do it, guys. Okay, do it. It will be easy. Okay, it will be kind of interesting thing for you. Okay, that is an assignment anyhow I given that as an assignment. Try that out, guys. Okay, if you are really interested, try this out. Okay, let's see how it goes. The next thing here is static analysis. Everyone is clear? As part of static analysis, the tools like SonarQube kind of things will be used because manual way of static analysis, code analysis is not possible. Okay. You have to input your code, the project code into the SonarQube kind of stuff, and SonarQube will simply scan your code and tell you any type of code errors are there. Okay. Different type of code errors, whether, best practice kind of code errors or all the different type of errors it will provide. Okay. Trying different tools is also very interesting, guys. Okay. Try that out. If possible, try SonarQube, how to use SonarQube and all. Okay, fine. Then what else is there, guys? Static analysis, everyone clear? Guys, everyone clear with the static analysis? Just type C if you are clear with what is static analysis here. In static analysis, developers will use some kind of tools like SonarQube and will take the code and input the code. They don't have to run the code. Code will be just scanned. Okay, this tool will review the code by scanning it line by line and do a lot of checks to see if there are any coding mistakes. Okay, if there are any modifications to be done to the code. Okay, that is what is SonarQube. Okay, static analysis. Yes, code scan will be done in static analysis. Okay, I don't have to go too deep. This much is enough. Okay, next one is reviews, guys. Okay, next one is what? Apart from static testing techniques, what else we have here? Reviews we have. We have reviews. Okay, we have reviews. What are the different type of reviews we have? Walkthroughs, inspections, code reviews, pair programming, and technical reviews. First one is what? What is the first one? First one is what, guys? Walkthroughs. First one is walkthroughs. What are walkthroughs? Walkthroughs are informal reviews. What are walkthroughs? Okay, I'll try to explain as much as possible in today's session, guys. Okay. So first of all, I'll give this notes. Okay, I'll post this in the Telegram group for you. I'll go to the Telegram group and provide these notes for you. Okay. So here we have something known as walkthroughs. Here we have something known as walkthroughs. So what are walkthroughs? I'm going to cover. Okay. Let me say new and all. Anyhow, you can remember all this stuff, right? Ika? Walkthroughs, inspections, code reviews, pair program. Otherwise, I can do one thing. I'll just scroll like this and I'll just write walkthroughs first. Okay. Walkthroughs. Walkthroughs are informal reviews. What are walkthroughs? Walkthroughs are Walkthrough is another static testing technique type. Okay. Walkthroughs. Walkthrough. Walkthrough. Static testing technique. Okay. Okay, Lord. Walkthroughs are here. Okay. Explain only about walkthroughs. Walkthroughs. Informal. Okay. What is walkthrough? Walkthrough is an informal review type. Okay. In walkthroughs, what will happen? They are informal type of meetings will happen. Okay. In the walkthroughs, what will happen? Informal kind of meeting will happen. Okay. The focus is on understanding and improving the artifact rather than strictly identifying the defects. Okay. To understand and improve the artifact is the main reason instead of strictly identify the defects. Here, you see, let's say I have created a test plan document. Assume that I have created a test plan document. Okay. Everyone remember how to create a test. Let's assume that test lead has created a test plan document. Assume that. Don't worry about BRS, SRS for now. I'm just taking a real example. Like assume that I'm the test lead. I created one document known as which document? Test plan document. Once I created a test plan document, as a test lead, I don't want to directly send it to the client. What I want to do it, guys, what do I want to do? I want my team members in my project to, we want to go to a meeting room. And since I'm the owner, I'll just be presenting that, uh, you know, test plan document to all my team members. I would like to see whether everyone is able to understand the document and, they can help me in giving the feedback and improvising the document. Okay. Though I am the test lead, I created a test plan document because I am responsible for creating the test plan document. But before sending it to the client for review, what I want to do, I want to check with my team members to see whether they are able to understand the test plan document and if they need any improvements. If they want to improvise the document, if they want me to improvise the document and by collecting their feedback, I want to do what I will do. They have to conduct a formal meeting for that. Okay, within the team, do you have to conduct a formal meeting? Is it required, guys? Within the team, do I need to conduct a formal meeting? No, informal is enough, right? I'll just call all my team members, please come, like that. I don't have to send a detailed email saying that at this particular point of time, review will happen. I don't want to do that. Okay? What I want to do, as a friendly way, I'll call all my team members. Casual way, we'll walk into the meeting room. Okay? Casual way, we'll go into the meeting room and we'll discuss and come out. For that, formal process is required. For such kind of stuff, formal process is required, guys. Tell me, is a formal process required for such kind of things where I'm simply asking my close people to try to understand whatever I created and give me the feedback so that I can improvise before I send it to the client, etc. Further, do I need to create a formal kind of stuff? What do you say? Just type in the chat box, guys. No, right? Formal kind of stuff is not required. It is an informal process. Informal process. Walkthrough is a kind of informal meeting conducted by the owner of the document. Okay. Just a review kind of stuff at a high level to understand or you to improvise the document, focusing on understanding and present Whoever has created the artifact, right? That particular person will call all the remaining members into the meeting room and present them before them, and then in an informal way we'll present to just as a discussion, casual discussion, like we'll discuss with the friends and all, right? To understand whether anything is required. Okay, feedback discussions will happen, and after that we'll improvements, clarifications will be done. And okay, people may ask me the doubts and I'll explain that. And if I have created the document, let's say I'm the BA, let's assume that I am the BA, business analyst. I created a BRS document. Now I'll call few people casually into a meeting room. I'll start presenting the document, and I'll ask everyone, are they understanding, or do they have any doubts or confusions there? Okay. They may be asking me the questions. I'll be answering their questions. Okay. I'll help them in understanding the document. Okay. If it is confusing, I'll just make notes of the feedback given by the members in that casual meeting. It's not compulsory that I have to do it formally. But if I remember, that's okay, or I'll write it on a paper if required. It's my own way. Okay. And, I'll also additionally collect the feedback from the members to see if I can improvise the document. Okay. Since I am the creator of the document, I'll, I'll be the presenter, and remaining participants will be the reviewers as part of the walkthrough. And this kind of process will be done in an informal way. This kind of process will be done in which way? Informal way, not in a formal way, informal, casual way, not a strict process. Casual way, we'll go into the meeting room. I'll be presenting as a creator, and remaining people will be the participants and reviewers. They'll try to understand. They'll ask me the questions. They'll give me the feedback so that I can improvise the document. Okay. I have done a painting. Okay. I called all my family members and I showed the painting. I'll ask the family members whether they are understanding the painting or not. Okay. If they have any confusions, they'll ask me the doubts about the painting. Okay. Second thing, they will say that why can't you do like that? Why can't you do like this? They'll give me the feedback, right? Based on the feedback, I'll improvise the feedback, painting, and sell the painting in the market. Let's say. So this is one way of walkthrough only, right? Whatever I have done with my family members, creating a painting and getting that painting reviewed by my family members in a informal way, that is called as a walkthrough. Okay. So done. Walkthrough is an informal, collaborative review technique aimed at understanding and improving the software. Artifacts can be BRS document, SRS document, design documents. Code also can be there. Okay. Code can be collectively reviewed, right? Whoever has written the code can call other developers, and, everyone, I'll be explaining if I am the developer of that code, right? I'll be explaining the code to everyone, and, are they understanding or not? If they have any doubts, or I'll clear them, or if they tell me some modifications, I'll modify that. I'll take their feedback and improvise the code. Okay. Like that, guys. Anything can be reviewed in a walkthrough manner. Okay. Here in the V model, anything can be. Walkthrough is an informal review, guys. Okay. Walkthrough is nothing but what? Informal review. Okay. It's not a formal one. Walkthrough is an informal review. Walkthrough is an informal review. Okay. I'll just write it here so that most of the information will come here. Okay. Everyone clear with this walkthroughs? Okay. There are other type of reviews like inspections, code reviews, pair programming, technical reviews that I'm going to cover in the tomorrow's session. Okay. Guys. Okay. Today, this much is enough. Okay. For today's session, this much is enough, guys. Okay. There are other things like inspections, code reviews, pair programming. Okay. I need to complete all this stuff, guys. So this side will be completed. Other side, levels of testing also will come, like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and user acceptance testing will come. For validation side, we have the unit testing, integration, system, and user acceptance. That will again take time. In tomorrow's session, when I complete this verification testing in a static testing way, and validation testing in the different levels of testing, the V model will be completed. Okay. Then only the V model will be completed. V model is one of the important models, guys. The kind of importance you are giving to agile kind of SDLC model, right? Similar kind of importance you have to give for V model. But because in real world, there may be kind of projects you may suddenly get into the projects where V model will be followed. Okay. A kind of V model will be followed. So you should be aware of the process of the V model. Okay. That's one of the important models. Okay. Nowadays, the kind of projects you will find out where waterfall model is being used or prototyping model will be used is kind of less. Nowadays, most of the cases you will see the V model going on. Okay. Either V model or Agile SDLC model are two important models which are currently being used in the market. So it's very important to learn V model in a detailed manner. So any questions, guys, from today's session? Any questions? Mostly the end-to-end projects. Okay, we will generally experience a V model in a end-to-end projects. Okay, end-to-end projects. The V model is also a waterfall model kind of thing only. V model is also waterfall model. What is the difference here in the V model and waterfall model? What is the difference? Can anyone tell me how V model is special when compared to water model? What is the thing that you see as a difference? What makes V model special? What is the unique characteristics of the V model? How it is different from the waterfall model? Tell me, then you will understand for which projects you can use. Early testing. Yes or no? Early testing, right? Testing will not start after implementation. Here, requirement gathering analysis, requirement gathering and static analysis, design, coding. After that, testing need to come right in waterfall model. But here in V model, what is a special thing? Okay, early testing is a special thing. So till now we have discussed a lot of models, right? Till now we have discussed a lot of models. But V model is known for what? Early testing. Testing will start from the beginning of the project. The moment the BRS documents are created and all right, the requirement phase itself, the testing will start parallelly. That's here V model promotes what? V model promotes V model promotes early testing. Okay, this is something that is different from other SDLC models. You see, we have till now seen different SDLC models. What are the different SDLC models we have seen? Waterfall model. Is testing starting in the beginning? No. Prototyping model. Similar to waterfall model extension where design phase is elaborated with prototyping. Okay. Incremental iterative model. Every iteration also till still testing is for every iteration is testing coming after coding phase of the iteration. Okay. Spiral model is also same thing. Spiral model also same thing, but risk analysis is there. In V model, but in V model, for the first time, early testing is being done. From the beginning of the project, testing is being done in a verification and validation format. Got it, guys? If someone asks you how V model is different from remaining other SDLC models, how to answer that? You have to say that V model is known for what? Early testing. Okay. So if the client wants the testing to be done from the beginning of the project, which type of model the client will choose? The testing need to be involved from the beginning of the project. Which type of model the client will choose? V model. Okay. So there will be such kind of projects where early testing will be required. Okay. From the beginning of the project itself, testing is really important. Such kind of case, such kind of projects, the client will choose V model. Clear? Clear with the V model? Clear with the why V model should be used in real time? Okay. Why projects? Which projects? V model, V SDLC model is chosen. In summary, the V model is chosen for the projects that require structured development, detailed testing at each phase. That means early testing. Okay. Are you saying early testing? Yes, exactly. The V model emphasizes early testing as one of its core principles. Okay. The projects which need early testing for each and every phase of the SDLC model, such kind of projects generally use V model. Okay. In every phase, testing will be done. And that too early and continuous testing will be done. Okay. So that is what is V model. Clear, everyone? Clear now? For which projects V model is used is clear? Great. Any other questions, guys? Any other kind of questions from today's session? Do you have any other questions, guys, regarding this V model or whatever it is that I covered? Do you have any other questions? Okay, great. Fine then. So guys, that's all for today. V model is not yet completed. V model is not yet completed. Few more things are there, and here also some items are there that I need to cover. Okay. I'll use the same diagram tomorrow and try to explain that. Okay. So we'll learn a lot of things in depth. Okay. Let this kind of sessions keep going. Don't need to worry. Okay. I'll be covering the remaining topics tomorrow regarding the V model. Okay. Fine. So I have posted this image, but ultimately I modified it a bit. I'll do one thing. I'll just delete that and create the image again. Okay. Take the screenshot again because new notes are there here. Okay. New items were added. Just finally create this. And post this in the Telegram group. You can take it from there. Okay. Fine then. That's great. Okay. So guys, that's all from today's session. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time and we'll continue with another, the same topic will continue. And if time permits, we'll also move to another topic. Okay. So that's all for today's session, guys. See you in tomorrow's session. Bye everyone. Take care.